Hello, this is Nicole at Fern Family Farms, and today I'm going to try and make some hibiscus tea. One is to obviously pick the flowers, and I can already see there's a bunch of little black ants on them, so I have a bowl of water ready to submerge and rinse them to hopefully get those off. There are a bunch of little black ants all over, so like I said, I'm going to try and just submerge them. I already shook them off a little bit to try and get them off, but they're persistent, so I'm going to try and submerge them here in this bowl of water. And hope that will make them leave. Okay, so I removed the stamens and the ants, as many as I could, and any rotten looking bits. This one here in particular had a couple leaves that were starting to wilt. It was one of the first blooms that I noticed. So I just, removed those, and I shook off any excess water, and now I have them sitting here on a cookie sheet. It's just one of those kind of like crisper sheets that come with some cookie sheets. So doing this real low budget. I don't have a dehydrator. I also am doing this on a windy day, so they've already tried to blow off of here. So I flipped them over like this. I'm thinking I'm gonna just let them dry at first like this, and hope that they don't move, and then once they get a little bit more dry, I will flip them over. So they've already been blowing over and off the table here, so I really can't be out here all day watching them. So I went ahead and MacGyvered something up. So I just took some twisty ties here and threaded them through, one for each obviously, and then I'm just going to tie them. So let me do that, and then I will show you the final product. Okay, so you can see so far it's working. I am still going to have to come back here and flip them, I'm sure, because as they dry, they're going to fold down on themselves. But I definitely can tell that they're not going anywhere now since I've used these twisty ties. And you can see I just kind of gently threaded it through one side of the hibiscus, through the petals, and tied it there on the back. So I'm going to let these dry for an hour or so. It's already starting to dry out, so that's what we like to see. Luckily, I've got a lot of sun left, and they're in direct sunlight. Also, the fact that this is metal, it's very warm, so hoping that will kind of speed things up as well. So I'll come back and check on them in a little bit. So it's been about an hour, and they have definitely dried, but not all the way, obviously. It's taking quite a bit longer than I thought, so I can't really leave it out overnight because of the dew will just rehydrate them. So I am not quite sure what I'm going to do, but I moved them kind of more in the center so I can use this little wire basket to protect them and still let them get ventilation and sun. So I'm just going to leave it out until sundown, and then probably bring them back inside overnight and try this again tomorrow. Okay, so this is technically day 3. I had another one bloom today, so I'm going to go ahead and start the process now on it. But you can see that the original blooms have dried up quite a bit. They still have a little ways to go, but you can hear, they're crispy, and I think that they're almost there. So I'm really excited about that. They've darkened up in color and are looking good so far. So I think I originally read the tutorial that I had read was for a smaller flower, and that's why I was thinking it would dry in one day, but that is not the case. Also, we've had a little bit of colder weather here, so I think maybe that kind of has impeded their drying process. But I'm going to put them out again today, and I feel like today might do it, so I'm excited. So as you can see, day 3 did the trick. This is actually day 4 that I'm filming this, since I left them out all day yesterday, but they are definitely more purple, totally crispy. They are perfectly dried. So now I'm just going to put these in an airtight container. I will probably chop these up at some point, but just for now, I'm going to put them in just like that and store them with the lid on indoors. And the one that I started yesterday already partially dried, so I expect that will be dry within today, between today and tomorrow. And I have another one that I picked today, so again, just going to keep the process going. Once these are ready to be brewed, I might try that later today and show you the process of doing that, so you can see how to make hibiscus tea from start to finish. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to make my first brew of homemade hibiscus tea. And I've got my leaves here. They look absolutely great, totally dry. I'm so happy with the results. I have a little bit of cinnamon, some lime, and orange peel, and I don't know what I'm doing really. I wish I had mint because I love mint in my hibiscus tea. But I'm just gonna see how this tastes. So first things first, I'm just gonna put a couple of the flowers in. I'll just start with 2 since I'm trying. Actually, I'll do 3. And I'm going to put the orange peel in as well. And a dash of cinnamon. Okay. Since I added so much water, I'm going to go ahead and put in that last flower there. Alright, I've been letting it sit now for about 20 minutes, and you can see the dark purplish pink color. I did add a little bit more water and a couple more of the flowers that I had kind of mid-process drying. I definitely think in the future I'm going to have to dry as many as I can and then save them up for a batch of tea. I think that's probably the best bet, or of course you can do them as fresh blooms as well. But I am really happy with the color on this, and I've already squeezed some lime into my cup. That will give it a richer pink color, and the purpose for this strainer here is just to catch any of the cinnamon, or when I was squeezing the lime, any of the lime particles. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it in, and hopefully it's going to turn a nice bright pink. So let's see. And it is. That's definitely what I wanted to see. And let me just give it a taste. That's perfect. It's a very mild flavor. I think I might have put a little too much lime, so it's kind of like a hibiscus lime tea. The lime is very prominent, but I can definitely taste the hibiscus coming through, and the cinnamon, you can barely taste that as well. So I really like that, and like I said, I'm going to be playing around with mint next time. Hopefully I'll have more flowers to brew the next time I do this, but overall I'm really happy with it. I think it's an enjoyable drink, and obviously there's tons of health benefits to hibiscus tea, so I'm definitely going to keep doing this, and hopefully I can get a lot of flowers and kind of have a stock always on hand, and I'll keep tweaking the recipe as well. I hope you give this a try, and if this tutorial helped you, please like this video and subscribe. I don't post that often right now, but I'm hoping to add more tutorials as I go along. And also check me out on Instagram and Pinterest and Facebook as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you tried this or if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me in the comment section.